Our next speaker, social psychologist, Dr. Serena Reep, is the president of Transformational Communications Incorporated. Dr. Reep is a communications and relationship management coach, corporate project manager, trainer, author, and motivational speaker. She is a social entrepreneur and likes to promote social causes in all her ventures. Serena also holds an active certification as project management professional. She frequently speaks on the best practices in communication for successful project management, as well as successful intrapersonal relationship management. Dr. Reep spent 8 years as a professor at Rutgers University and has been a consultant in the corporate world for over 20 years. She has counseled private clients as well as consulted with private corporations and government agencies. Her forthcoming book, Work-Life Balance is Dead, argues that those who are trying to balance their work lives and their personal lives are riding a horse and buggy on a 4-lane highway. We need a paradigm shift. It seems to be the key today, right? Paradigm shifts. We need a paradigm shift today to live successful and purposeful lives. Please help me welcome Dr. Serena Reep.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad to be here. Friday evening, mind you, in August. Everybody is already headed to the beach. Nobody is working. And I didn't really know that there was one person still working. So somebody knocks on my door like around 7 o'clock in the evening and says, "Aren't you going home?" And I said, "No, I got a little bit more work to do, so let me finish this and then I'll go home." And then he said, and he was a good friend. There are a lot of people who wouldn't say this to your face, even though they may think that, but he happens to be a good friend, says, "Get a life," as he walked off, to go home himself. And that kind of started me thinking along the lines that eventually became my book, Work-Life Balance is Dead. And it really started getting me to think, and as I said, pull a lot of these different thoughts and a lot of these things that I've been reading, thinking, and conceptualizing in my head with that thing when he said, "Get a life." And I was thinking, I have a life. This is my life. I'm perfectly happy doing what I'm doing. What's he talking about? Then things started gelling together, like I said, about what life is about, what work is about. The biggest problem that I see most people talking about work-life balance is work is on this side, life is on this side, and they don't come together. There's two ends of the spectrum. And somehow, the skills that you need to acquire are the ones that allow you to balance this end with this end. That has always been a problematic way of describing the problem to me, describing the issue to me. Because once you say, if you have this, you don't have this, or if you have this, then you have to give up on this, it creates a kind of a dichotomy that creates what psychologists call cognitive dissonance, right? What's cognitive dissonance? It is when you hold certain values that are fundamental to who you are, what you believe in, what you think in, and then your everyday life is diametrically opposed to those values. That's what creates cognitive dissonance. What is important to us most? Most people have said either God, religion, whatever you want, spirituality, whatever you want to call, first, family next, and then work. Or some other surveys have said family first, God, spirit, supernatural, whatever, second, and then work third. Practically, we never hear anybody say, my life's goal is working for somebody else, working. So why then do we have this dichotomy of work and life? It's because, and that creates all the dissonance. So my purpose, my goal is to somehow integrate the two in a way that we live our purpose, we live our passion, and so on and so forth. It got me to thinking, imagine going to Mother Teresa and telling her, you don't have a balance in your life. You should have your calendar, your scheduler in front of you, and 1 hour a week you should be playing tennis. Or 2 weeks vacation once a year, go to the Bahamas. then you will be a better whatever her mission is. I mean, imagine how ridiculous does that sound? But why? Why does that sound so ridiculous to us? Because she lived her life, her purpose, her entire life was balanced. Not because she artificially tried to use a schedule or a calendar and so on and so forth to balance her life, but because she lived her purpose, she lived her life from the minute she woke up to the minute that her head hit her pillow. She did the one thing that she knew best, that was most important to her, that made her life rewarding to her. That is the balance that we all need to seek. You don't have to be Mahatma Gandhi. You don't have to be Mother Teresa. You don't have to be Martin Luther King. But understand what made their lives meaningful, what made their lives balanced, without having to struggle in artificial ways to create balance, like 9 to 5 is work, after 5 is life. Or, when I'm on vacation, I'm not thinking about work. Need to learn to balance the purpose and the concept of who we are and what we are in everything we do, including the work. And that allows us not to think of work-life balance in these dichotomous ways, which is very, very non-productive in work situations as well as in family situations. So my passion is to help corporations bring together the energies, the talents, the vibrancy, and the purpose that the talent pool that they have got right there in their workforce, and make them integrate that and create a much better, more productive, more talented workforce. That's what I'm passionate about, and any corporation that is interested in this message, this definition of work-life balance, I would like to talk to you.